Back here at Bud Walton Arena, beginning the post-game show with head coach Tom Collen, breaking down this 78-44 Arkansas win as the Hogs take down the Lady Bears in the renewal of the Ozark Shootout. Coach, it was a game of runs early on where Missouri State was really sticking with you. They switched to that zone that really did work, but Arkansas pulled away in the second half. Why were you able to kind of outscore them and then play a little bit better defense in half number two?
Well, we went through a drought there. I don't know for sure, but it seemed like maybe 5 or 6 minutes when they went to the zone, we just didn't score. And you know, this is what happens. You're not scoring at the offensive end, so you're not playing as hard at the defensive end. You're not rebounding this hard. So, you go into a little bit of ruts at time, and there's no doubt we went into a rut. Now, once we got a timeout, we slowed down, we attacked the zone a little bit better, got to some good shots, went into the locker room with a decent lead. We knew what to expect from them coming out in the second half. And I thought we slowly but surely just chipped away and did what we needed to do.
Now, they threw the zone at you. You go through that scoring drought. You hadn't really been through any scoring drought so far this season. This was kind of a new experience. How do you think the team handled that, and why were they able to eventually bounce back?
Well, I think they got in a little bit of a rush against the zone. I think it was kind of a one-pass shot thing. We talked about how we wanted to attack it, but it was like we forgot how we wanted to attack it. And so it took us a while. It didn't take us a while to figure it out. It took a while for the players to remember what we had talked about. And once they started doing what they were supposed to be doing, then the shots opened up and we got to them. And then we started making shots and started making plays.
4 in double figures for you, and you actually had 2 players that had 4 fouls. Both Callie Berna and Jazz Bowen had 4 fouls, but Jazz was able to kind of play through it. It was a good experience for her being able to play through that foul trouble, and she seemed like she was very smart with her decisions towards the end of the game.
Well, she got frustrated. She was frustrated the whole game. Just she's been in foul trouble a lot early in the year, and that takes her off the floor. She never gets into a rhythm, so she gets frustrated with herself. She's got to get through that because we need her on the floor, and she knows that. I think sometimes she plays a little too passively defensively as opposed to being really, really aggressive, and so she finds herself in awkward positions. So, she'll learn that. She'll figure it out, and when she's on the floor, she does good things for us. So it was good to get her back in and play her a little bit more later in the game.
What kind of things do you take out of this game? What areas of improvement are you going to look for? Because it's a very short turnaround here with Western Michigan coming in on Sunday afternoon.
Well, every team plays a little different. They tried to jam our ball screen, so we got a little bit of experience at that. We hadn't seen a 3-2 zone, so I think now we have a better understanding how we want to attack that. We had seen the 2-1-2 trapping zone before with Ora Roberts. We didn't deal with it very well the first couple of possessions that we saw it, but once we understood and we remembered what we were trying to get out of it, we got to some easy shots. So I think any game you play where you get a variety of different looks, then you're gonna gain experience from that, and you're gonna improve. And the next time you see it, hopefully you don't go through those little spells where you have to spend 5 minutes figuring out what you're supposed to do before you actually do it.
Looking forward to that ball game against Western Michigan. For now, congratulations on the W here against Missouri State and staying undefeated.
All right, thank you.
All right, that is head coach Tom Collen.